Hello there, my name is Chris, you're watching Cinemaniac Central. Now let's review Heretic.
Good afternoon. Mr. Reed, are you interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Wow. No, you read more than we do. No, seriously, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed.
I think it is time.
Time for what?
Time for enlightenment.
Oh. What have you been looking for? What have you found?
Scary.
Welcome back to the channel. Yes, this is my belated review for Heretic. This will be one of 4 other reviews that I'll be doing over the next few days. I'm going to be covering Juror number 2, the best Christmas pageant ever, and another movie that just came out a few days ago called F, Marry, Kill, which stars Lucy Hale and Virginia Gardner. So keep a lookout for those. So let's talk Heretic. Okay, so this is another religious thriller, and we've had like 3 or 4 other ones. We had Late Night with the Devil, The First Omen, and Immaculate, and then we have this one. So Heretic follows 2 young missionaries played by Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, and they are making their rounds, and they find themselves at the doorstep of Mr. Reed, who comes across at first very friendly, very charismatic, but it's only a matter of time before his darker side shows itself, and they find themselves trapped inside his house and ensnared in a game of cat and mouse as they must navigate their way through his house in order to find a way out. And so, I saw the trailer for this back in like August, I think, when I saw Alien Romulus, and it has Hugh Grant, which is something we had never seen before from Hugh Grant playing in a thriller, most likely as a villain. And the only other thriller I can think of that he's been in is Extreme Measures with Gene Hackman, which he's the protagonist in that movie. He plays a doctor, and so that's actually pretty solid, by the way. So if you haven't seen Extreme Measures, go check that out. But I was intrigued by the idea of seeing Hugh Grant play something way against type. As a kid, I was so used to seeing him in these rom-coms. 9 Months, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Love Actually, Music and Lyrics, 2 Weeks Notice with Sandra Bullock. And so, definitely something different from him. And now having seen this, holy shit, I love this. This is definitely my favorite horror film of the year. I had Abigail up there, Terrifier 3, Late Night with the Devil, Alien Romulus, Immaculate. Those are all in my top 10. The Substance, The Heretic has taken the top spot. I loved it. Hugh Grant, as much as I expected, he is phenomenal. Definitely something to keep an eye on, because I definitely want to see him do more horror stuff, specifically horror villains, because he's proven that he has the knack for it. He doesn't completely shed that 90s charm that he had. He kind of puts that in really good use to accompany this sinister kind of creepy side that he has as well. And that's his way of luring you in and not letting go. He uses that charm to kind of, you want to leave, but you can't, because he just has a way of convincing you to, stay and experience what he's going to put you through. And so, I really liked it. And so he's fantastic. I can go on and on about his performance. It's just great. It's so refreshing to see somebody you are so used to seeing, as a comedic actor or do drama, or the opposite. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. He is my favorite comedic actor of all time. I wanted to love the number 23, but it just didn't work for me. At least when I saw it back in 2008, I think is when it came out, 2007. I hadn't seen it since then, so I need to rewatch it. Maybe I might have some different feelings. But there's one movie that he did that came out several years ago that is absolutely dreadful, called Dark Crimes, where he plays this detective, and it's really weird and it's not good. I don't recommend it, and it ends so bad. The ending I just did not like at all. Just something about the actors doing something different, outside of their typical genre. And it's definitely one of them where it's done successfully. And so Hugh Grant is fantastic. Then you have these two girls, these two missionaries, played by Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, sisters Paxton and sister Barnes. And you know what? I feel bad for these girls. These girls, they make a mistake by knocking on this door and getting pulled into this house, and they go through some hell, like literally. And so Hugh Grant, I mean, he puts them through a lot of shit, and I feel bad for them. And Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East are fantastic here. They're great. I definitely want to see more from them. I know Sophie Thatcher has this new movie called Companion also with Jack Quaid. I think that's what it's called. The trailer looks wild, so I can't wait to check that out. Chloe East, I don't know of anything else that she's done. Definitely want to see more from her. She's fantastic. Just the story, man. It's really good. It may not be for everybody. I struggle to have any negatives. I don't have any. I have nothing but positive to say about this movie. But if there's any negatives, for other viewers, it's very dialogue heavy, and this movie requires, and it hinges on the performances of our three main characters, and they make it work significantly. Is like I said, it's very dialogue heavy. It's very religiously themed, and so I'm not into religion like at all. It's just not my thing. But if this movie proves though, if you have the right actors and actresses to deliver the material and make it worth checking out and listening to, and not boring at all. It's usually a boring subject for me, but when you put it in the context of, put it in a horror movie and make it interesting, it's great. It's just a maze of mystery, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to give it 9.5. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Heretic gets a 10 out of fucking 10. 100%. That's just my thoughts on Heretic. Check it out if you haven't already. I loved it. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you've seen Heretic. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for my reviews for The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, Jury Number 2, and F, Marry, Kill. But I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you next time.